Hello and welcome to this Facebook and Instagram Stories video collection. My name is Anita Wong, and in this series of videos I'm going to be showing you how to use stories and how you can implement them into your marketing strategy. But before we jump into the main how-to videos, I'd like to just talk to you a little bit about what are stories and why stories can help you to increase your exposure across the social media platforms. So I'm going to jump into my slideshow and just briefly go over this, and then the next video will be comparing the differences between Facebook and Instagram stories. So just bear with me a moment. Okay, so we're going to just cover what are stories. So hopefully you've all seen the stories in your feed. If you haven't, then we'll be going over where you can find them a little bit later. But to start off with, stories was originally established in a social media platform called Snapchat. It's quite a teen-orientated platform, and stories originally wasn't seen by other social media platforms as a competitor, but it took off so well on Snapchat that actually Facebook even tried to buy Snapchat out, but they were having none of it. So when they saw how quickly stories was being implemented over there, they started to take note and see what was going on. So in September of 2016, Instagram introduced stories into their feed, and they were swiftly followed by Facebook in March 2017. Now, because Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same mother company, it's easy for you to use your stories training in these videos across both Facebook and Instagram. Now, over 300 million people upload and use stories on Facebook and Messenger on a daily basis, and 400 million are using stories inside of Instagram, and that is globally. So there's a massive amount of people looking at stories, and for you as a business owner, this is a great opportunity for you to really take hold of stories before it's got to its peak, because it's still building momentum. So stories can be found above the general feed section of your homepage on both Facebook and Instagram. Now, within Facebook, you can have stories on your personal profile and on your business profile. And some groups also allow stories to show up inside their groups as well. But for the purpose of this training, we're going to be concentrating on using stories as a business tool, so not as a social tool. Although some of the things that you learn, you could obviously implement into your social profile, personal social profile as well. So one of the things that you've got to really remember about stories is that they only last for 24 hours. That's the biggest difference between stories and the normal feed. When you upload a video or a picture, or you write something in your normal feed, both on Instagram and on Facebook, that feed post stays there forever unless you delete it or it's deleted by Facebook or Instagram. Stories, however, are uploaded and then they disappear after 24 hours. So what's the difference between Facebook and Instagram? A little brief overview before we move on to the next video, where I go more in depth and show you some examples. So on Facebook, you can upload to your stories both on your desktop and your mobile. Now, this is the business page stories that I'm referring to. So on the desktop, you can upload an image, a description, or a video, a very short video, or hashtags. Now, I've tried to do videos recently and it's not allowing me to, it opens up the proper video window on Facebook. So it's better to upload them in your Facebook app rather than on the desktop. And on mobile, you can upload images, videos, you can use the Inside app called Boomerang, and you can also go live on your personal, but you can also go live on your business. And there's just a little bit of a tricky way of doing that, which I will show you how to. It's not as obvious as it seems. And then on Instagram, you can only upload to your stories using your mobile phone. You cannot upload on the desktop, although you can view your Instagram stories on the desktop, you cannot upload to it. You can use some third-party apps which are starting to integrate into stories as well as the feed, but they don't upload automatically. You'll be able to schedule them, but you will get notification and then you'll have to physically go in and upload them. That may change, but at the moment, whilst I'm recording these videos, that's how it is at the moment. So on Instagram, you can upload images, you can upload descriptions. It allows you to create text and it gives you kind of backgrounds. You can put hashtags in, and stories are searchable by hashtags on Instagram. I'm not finding that that's as easy on Facebook. So on Instagram, it's a definite thing to have a hashtag in your stories. And if you use the same hashtag in your stories all the way along, you will get seen, your stories will be picked up by that hashtag. You can add text, video, boomerang, you can go live on Instagram stories, and you can put multiple slides or sections or tiles into the Instagram stories. Now, later on in the videos as we go along, we'll be introduced to the word tiles, and I will be referring to those as the sections that we will be uploading. Okay, so I'm just going to stop my share. So that brings us to the end of this short little video on what are stories. And we're going to jump right into the next video, which is a comparison between Facebook stories and Instagram stories.